There is an Isoko adage which says, Igo yogbe oyimari orefe. Or let me put it this way. Igo yogbe orefe. Which means it is the money of the poor that makes the rich richer. You must make a decision to be rich. You must struggle to leave a place of poverty to get to a place or a class whereby you make the decision to do everything possible never to go back to poverty and to use the money of the poor to remain rich and become richer. What it means is this: there is a universal spiritual laws that says you can never make a poor person rich. The moment you try to make a poor person rich, you've broken a law. You will be the one to replace it. You ask yourself, why is it that you hear stories of a rich man who picked somebody from the slum, make them someone, and in the long run, that person overtook? The law that keeps you at the level of the wealthy and you becoming wealthier is providing and following the law that was stated in our Lord's Prayer, which is our Father, which is us or people who are at the top tier, which art in heaven. Obviously, we know that those that wrote the Bible knew that there is no God in heaven. So the word heaven represents wealth and affluence. So our Father who are in heaven, hallowed be their name. Worship and adoration. Get it now? Give us this day our daily bread. That is the law. For you to remain wealthier and richer, you must be able to provide daily bread, which means their ability for them to provide for themselves has to be cut off. This is the reason why most people don't like me. Even among the rich community, I am under attack. So poor man that is always looking for spiritualists and people to say, I don't suffer too much. That's your slogan. I don't too suffer for this life. Please help me out of this poverty. It's impossible. Let me tell you, do you know that every of my child that have given me testimony, every of my child that have gifted me millions of naira was not a poor person? He was at a level of his life that he needed to move past that level. Meaning, you have to be at a level that you'll be able to afford the one bid of 2 million naira. You have to be at the level whereby you'll be able to afford water cleansing of 700,000. You have to be at the level whereby you'll be able to afford the wealth attraction bid of 1.5 million. You have to be of 1 million, sorry. You have to be at the level whereby you'll be able to wealth attraction and it too bid. The question here is this: all of this bid, one bid, what is the work of it? Especially this one bid. The idea is to target someone that is rich and able to tap from them without begging them for money. And these people could be your bosses, could be your rich uncles, could be people you work for. That is why the one bid, I tell those, actually nobody have actually bought it. You don't wear it for people to see. You don't. Why the E2 bid? The work of the E2 bid is to take every single star and destiny of the poor people around you. They can never make it. Listen, they can never make it. As long as they are around you, as long as they hate on you, as long as they envy you, the day they stop hating on you, the day they stop envying you, that's bad luck for you. That is why every single rich man, even to Dangote, must live a life to an extent that a minimum of 10 people will speak bad against them. all of them use the Itun spirituality. They don't wear it for you to see. They don't wear Itun. I am Lord Uzih. I wear my Itun everywhere I go. Those who are smart enough will know this man is wearing an Itun. Be careful. I went to a jam market to go and buy a set of original coral bead, and I walked into the place, and the woman saw the bead in my hand. He said, "Do you make Itun bead?" He said, "Yes." "Are you Yoruba?" I said, "No, I'm Delta." "Oh, the rich, the money of the poor is what makes the rich." Why am I saying this? Those of you who are my followers, who told you I don't have the mind to help? I have the mind to help, but there is a law you have to follow. Or do you guys want me to become poor? You don't want me to become poor. That is why people I help are those who can afford me. And as I become richer, my rates become higher. Now when my rates never high, this is the right time for you to what? Key. And that is why it's not all just everybody. Let me tell you, some of you not go school, you not get handwork. One of them came to meet me. Did you go to school? He said no. Do you have handwork? He said, "I go learn how to sell glass." So how can you become rich from there? I said the only thing that will make you become rich is to become my driver. And those of them, they chat me up, "Sir, I want to become your driver." Check me now, small body. Check my beautiful wife. You get hefty chest. You don't carry weight. Your chest not big. Now you want to become my driver. Except you want to become my personal security man. You get it now? Good. If you want to become my personal security man, I have to find out that your record is clean. I have to find out that you can fight, and you are willing to serve. If you are coming to work for me as my driver so that I can change your life, no. You have to work at least you have to work with me at least 5 years to 7 years before you will be able to say you have a car in your garage. You are able to build your own house. I worked for the miracle for 7 years. It was on the 4th year I was able to afford a Camry. Is that they don't want me to be successful? They wanted me to be successful. But the best that family did for me was what? Wisdom. It's part of the reason I'm still living my life till today. It's one of the reasons why in my life there are people I don't play with. The miracles. My mother is the reason why I went to school. Obviously, my mother is the number one person I will thank. After my mother, no other person. Followed by no other person. Then followed by the miracles. And then, lastly, my wife, who was able to nurture and calm my head down so that which I have learned can become a money-making machine. I am sorry to break this to you. You can never escape from poverty except you walk and suffer to a certain place whereby you will be able to afford at least 1 million naira in your account. Then the mentality of wealth comes. That is why some of you, when I don't get house boy, but when they come, small money enter their account. They started making small money. You know, they treat them well. They don't get phone. They use internet. Their hair boss. They start misbehaving. That is the life, the average life of a poor man. Small money, they mess with their head. Let me tell you. That's why some of the Yahoo boys, when you see, hunger go still beat them because they came from poverty. They saw money. They don't understand what money is. That's why rich people stay away from poor people. What they do is just give them borehole. Who tell you? VDM. VDM is building, is doing NGO. Let me tell you. One of the richest family on earth today is into NGO. Even as I am, myself and my wife, all our wealth is being donated to NGO. Even the house I bought here in Lagos, we donated it to our NGO. The house we bought today, yes, today as you are watching the video, I bought a house today. Yes. We bought it and we donated it to our own NGO. Except for the cars, only 2 cars we have donated to the NGO. The rest cars is for us. That is how they rich. Because they want their wealth to last forever, they set up NGO. Because they want to remain relevant and become immortal, they set up NGOs. Their essence has to remain. You know what they call NGO? You know what they call company, a corporation? You know how to set up company? You know how to do tax return? you know nothing. These are languages of the rich. If you don't even understand what is called tax return and the rest of, how can you make it? But those of you who have the knowledge, technical know-how, but life has dropped you somewhere. It could be your family, it could be a friend, it could be your wife, your mother, your father, your brother, like the other young man that the brother gifted a t-shirt and poisoned the t-shirt for him not to make it for 23 years. Guess what? If you are such a person, I can help you. But for me to help you, you will still need money to pay, except you are serving me. Imagine I went online and I posted, I need a personal assistant, a lady. I don't understand why a 39 years, a 40 years old man want to be my personal assistant. It's not possible. Don't you have a daughter? Must you be my personal assistant? Don't you have a daughter that is at least 23 you can bring and say, reminder, take. Only one person did it from the UK. Sometimes this African mentality is becoming something. That's why I want to change the African mentality to be high mentality, because Africanism was synonymous to intelligence, but now Africanism is not synonymous to what? Stupidity. One of my daughter from the UK, matured lady, beautiful. If I play the voice note, he says, sir, I know what you want. You are not just looking for a personal assistant. You are actually using style to look for a wife. And that was the truth. I need a personal assistant. Who told you my wife cannot assist me? My wife was the one that did all the work I did on Sunday. He was the one that arranged it. I was literally looking for a wife. I needed someone who will come in. I gave so much unthinkable, what do you call it? Unthinkable qualifications. The woman called me. I know what you want. And she sent me a photograph of one of her friend's daughter. She is so beautiful. From Isoko Abiugele, something like that. And guess what? I said, don't tell her anything, or just say secretary. And the girl chatted the girl. The girl said, oh, I follow the guy. I dey fear am. Na juju dey serve. I dey fear am. Well, cut story short, that's how we take end. At the end of the day, she missed it. Another young lady even chatted me up. And I said, are you coming over? Come to the house. I will show you what I want, the things we want to do. You will sleep over the house. We have a guest house. You can stay, get yourself, talk to your mother, talk to your families that you are coming to my place. At least make everybody know, say this is where you are coming. And the next thing is, I'm not used to staying out. I said, okay, no problem. Anyway, you've just wasted 24 hours of my time talking to you, getting to know you, what to know. I clear our chat, and I blocked her. And this was someone that was on my comment section crying to see me. Oh, sir, I can do the job. And I block her. Her name started with PHAY, something like that. A very fervent follower. Can I tell you something? If I tell you guys this, it will no longer be on the table for whoever is coming as my secretary. The car Lexus was supposed to be your official car that will be driving you home anytime I want to see you. A driver will come take you with the car down. If you know how to drive, you can go with the car. Obviously, it will be an official car. See, this is making the 5th time I have tried to help a lot of you who are my followers. This is why this video is being made. When you are poor, it affects your mentality. It affects your thinking. The rich man can take any risk. You are there insulting rich men. Yes, they are the one taking risks to go into things that you cannot do. Can you offer blood sacrifice? Can you kill animal? There are some people that are even scared that ordinary goat animal, when you go cut, they put for their forehead, fear go they catch them, and you won't make money out there. Let me say this before I end this video. Igo yogbe onye dafero oro ayaro wigo. Igo yogbe onye dafero wigo. It is the money of the poor that makes the rich have more money and become richer. If you are not at a certain level of money, you can't go higher. If you are not willing to save, you cannot get to at a certain level of money. May the ancient waters and the ancient spirit protect you. May they provide for you. May they shield you from the eyes of the envious, both humans, animals, and spirits. Ashe.